Hal Jordan, pilot, reluctant hero, and the greatest Green Lantern that Sector 2814 and the universe has probably ever known. Also, he happens to be one of my favorite DC Comics characters. So today, I'm going to review the newest DC Collectibles Designer Series statue, which happens to be the Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. But first, before I get into the review, I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to two other YouTube channels that collectively are teaming up, like their own Green Lantern Corps in a way, to do a complete read-through of the Geoff Johns run on the character, which many consider, myself included, to be the greatest and most definitive run of Green Lantern stories ever. So, if you like Green Lantern or are interested in the character, you should check out the Willpower Unleashed series of videos. Thanatos Comics and The Boy Who Had Seven Talks Comic Books are alternating on their channel episodes of this series, doing a complete read-through. I think they're 4 episodes in as of this recording, and I will say I've read the series before, and it is one of the best sagas, most epic space sagas ever done by DC. But these guys are doing a complete read-through, issue by issue, breaking it down, making points that I had never thought of before, and going through the series really carefully. And it's not just these two guys, they have special guests. Matt, the Boy Who Had Seven, has his son on there, and they bring in other YouTubers to kind of give commentary on the episodes as well. So check out these two channels and give that series of videos some support, because they're awesome episodes. They're a little long. They run about an hour, maybe a little over that, but they are well worth the watch or listen. I tend to put them on in the background while I'm at work and kind of mentally revisit the entire Geoff Johns Green Lantern saga while I'm tapping away at my keyboard. So there's a great series of videos, and please check them out and give them your support. Now we're gonna move on to the review of this new and beautiful statue from DC Collectibles. First up, let's take a look at the box. Here we have the box. DC Designer Series Green Lantern by, I say, Ivan Reis. I don't know if that's the actual correct pronunciation of his name. I've heard it pronounced 4 or 5 different ways. I go with Ivan Reis because I've just always said that ever since he was drawing the Green Lantern books back in the day. And we're just going to run with that for the purpose of this review. Mr. Reis, if that's incorrect, I horribly butchered your name, and I apologize profusely. So let's take a look at the gorgeous box here. We got a DC Collectibles direct from the source stamp on here. It's a foil stamp. Nice front cover of the box showcasing most of the statue. The DC Collectibles logo down below. The top of the box shows the Green Lantern seal emblem. Let's move to the side here. We've got a nice overview of the statue itself. We'll get to text in a second here. Measures approximately 12.33 inches high, which is accurate. It's a 1/6 scale statue, so it's about 12 inches. The figure is about 12 inches. I like collecting the 12-inch statues, the 1/6 scale. I find that they are a little more affordable, and you can fit more of them on your shelves, so you can really create a beautiful display with these characters. Based on artwork created by Ivan Reis, sculpted by Tony Cipriano. I hope I pronounced that right as well, but that's what it looks like to me. And another DC Collectibles logo. You can see it's a really cool statue. And then on the back, it just gives you basically an overview of the statue again. For the latest statue in the DC Designer Series, Ivan Reis has made his own construct of the Green Lantern. Reis served as the primary artist during 2 of the biggest Green Lantern stories of the last decade, Blackest Night and Brightest Day, and this statue is a wonderful 3D execution of his work from the page. This statue will be a beloved addition to the shelf or tabletop of any aspiring member of the Green Lantern Corps. I wholeheartedly agree with that. This is probably my favorite that they've released of the series so far. Maybe only tying with the Jim Lee Superman designer statue that came out a few months ago. DC Designer Series statues are based on art from the comic industry's top creators and recreate their vision in vivid 3D detail. So, and then we go down, there's some other figures in the series. Wonder Woman is not out yet, I don't think, the Jenny Frieson one. And neither is the Supergirl art germ, but both those are fantastic. Nightwing and Batgirl is out. I do have that one, and it is gorgeous. It is unlike anything I've ever seen put into statue form, because that one can be displayed on the wall as well as on your shelf. Pretty cool. Again, DC Collectibles band, and it's got the website listed there. And then the other side of the box just shows a side portrait of Hal. And the bottom, let's see if I can do this without knocking the camera out of my hand. The bottom basically shows you the address, and I have 535 out of 5,000, so pretty low number. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's an edition size of 5,000, which doesn't seem like a lot, but really it means that you will have zero problem finding this statue either on eBay or at comic shops or at dccomicsshop.com. So, okay, let's get into the statue. I have him here. And let's do a pan here. As you can see, very, very cool. The figure and the construct that his leg is attached to, that's all one piece. It fits into a very nice base that has the Green Lantern emblem right here. The sculpt is really well done. I really like this statue. The pose is fantastic. The paint job is really good. Sometimes you get a little paint slop on these where the color goes outside of a line a little bit, and it's not too bad on this statue. It's a really nice, they did a really nice job. There's his power ring, which is pretty cool. I really need to get a Lazy Susan to be able to turn these, because it is hard just turning the base for you guys. A little bit more detail. Yeah, really cool. You can see his leg is attached to the green construct. If I have one complaint about this piece, it's that this construct is a really dark green, and it is translucent. You can see through it, but I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but you can see through it. But I would really like it to be a lighter green where it really looks like the green energy construct, but that's a minor nitpick. Overall, this is a fantastic addition to the series and a beautiful piece. So I really, really like this statue a lot. Sorry for the junk in the background. I'm on my kitchen table right now doing this instead of in my comic room. I have better lighting here. It's right by the window, so I have natural lighting. And you can see there's some paint flaking on his arm there. It came like that, which is no big deal. I can touch that up with a little paint, but that's the only defect mine had. It's really heavy. This base is a really heavy plastic, and I'm not sure if it's clear resin or plastic, but it's really, really solid and heavy. He looks, the higher up that you display the statue, better he looks. Very dynamic pose. And he's really cool. I had him on my shelf next to my Jim Lee Superman, and the two look like they are charging into battle together. It's awesome. I really hope that they do more of these dynamic poses for Wonder Woman, The Flash. We have 1,000 Batman statues released, but a Batman that would fit in nice with this Justice League lineup would be really cool. So overall, I am very, very happy with this statue. And if you are a Green Lantern fan and you want to support DC Collectibles, there's a lot of statue makers out there, and there's Sideshow, there's Tweeterhead, and they all do Green Lanterns. I mean, there's no shortage of Hal Jordan figures, but this is one of the nicest ones in this scale that I have seen. you could do a lot worse than picking this one up. He's really cool. Like I said, I've got some minor paint touch-ups to do on him at some point, but overall, nothing more than like 5 minutes worth of work. So it's not a big deal. The pose and the sculpt more than make up for any defects this statue has. So, yeah, man, I love it. I think it's one of the best designer series statues that they've done lately. And if you have the opportunity and you love the character, I would go ahead and grab this one for your collection because he's great. I know that DC Collectibles will be kind of slimming down their offerings over the next year due to the fact that McFarlane is going to be doing figures and statues now for them, which is exciting and also kind of scary at the same time. But I don't see them really pulling away from doing the designer series, pulling artwork from specific artists and making statues out of that. I think that they're still going to be doing a lot of that. So I hope we get some different characters in the lineup. This is a nice change of pace. They've been doing a lot of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Trinity, but they haven't really been doing the other characters. Like they've done a Flash, a Francis Banapole Flash, which I don't have yet, and this Green Lantern. But I would love to see Aquaman, and I would love to see maybe I'm not the biggest fan of the character, but maybe a Cyborg, maybe a Hawkman. Maybe a Mr. Miracle or something, or Darkseid would be great. Some villains would be awesome. So, yeah, hopefully this statue line continues with the same quality that they have been doing these as, and I highly recommend the statue. And I'm not sure what it retails for. I got mine at a discount, but I imagine it's about $150, maybe $200, but I can't imagine it being over $200 for this thing. So, if you get a chance and you like the character, like I said, recommended. And that's about it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it, and you guys have a great weekend, and keep the Emerald Flame alive. And also, as a reminder, be sure to check out Thanatos Comics and the Boyhood 7 Talks Comic Books series, Willpower Unleashed, on YouTube, because if you're a newcomer to the series and the character, it's a great primer. And if you have read those stories and enjoyed them, it's a great reminder of what made them so cool. So check it out and give those guys some support. And that's it for this video, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for supporting and watching Crimson Ghost Comics. Bye.